And welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to Coca's Pizza. A little different backdrop. We're trying to change up the juju. I'm the superstitious one, flipping it around here at Coca's Pizza. Thanks again to Steve Coca and everybody here making this such a great experience for us each and every week.
Yes.
Episode 4, week 4 of the Canfield Cardinals show. Mike Pavlansky joins us. Coach, we got to start where we got to start. It was a tough week.
Absolutely.
But you knew going into it, it was going to be a really good competition.
We knew going into it, Olmsted Falls was the best team we had played so far. And we had to play, near perfect game to have a chance to win. And we were certainly far from that. And, a lot of it's us. And some of that's Olmsted Falls and how good they are.
We talk about it each and every week. This is not a time to hit the panic button.
No.
The schedule is a gruesome schedule, one that you put together, you're proud of. By the end, when you get out of this, week 10, looking at week 11, you feel you're going to be a better team from what you faced?
Hopefully, but our focus is not that far down the road. We've got to focus on Poland on Friday night because we got another great team that we're going to go up against. And, in this one, you throw the records out, and rivalries, everything. And it's one of the special rivalries in Northeast Ohio and all of the state. And I think this might be the 80th time that we've played.
Oh, wow.
So our guys are working hard this week in practice in the film room. And, hopefully we get prepared and go over there and give a good account of ourselves.
We always got to talk about the tape. I mean, how did the things grade out for you on Friday?
Not very good, obviously. We played, they're really good. Big, fast, physical, senior-dominated team. They played one junior on offense, one junior on defense. The rest of the team, and including their special teams, were all seniors. And, we did good things. We're a better team, DJ, coming off the field Friday night than we were when we took the field against Mansfield. So we did improve, but the glaring errors, kickoff return for a touchdown, interception for a touchdown, 2 long passes, those can't happen in any game, let alone a team that's really good like Olmsted Falls was if you want a chance to win.
So I guess one of the things most people on a Friday night watching these games, they're going to look at this and they're going to say, well, that was the better team. But there were things that you could have done that were, was it just preparation? Was it execution?
No,
what was
just
it?
execution.
Okay.
Certainly from coaches' execution, we could have put our kids in better situations, and players' execution of reading keys and taking care of their responsibilities.
Right.
That's why the game gets out of hand, so quickly.
Right.
They drove the field the first time they had the ball. They drove the field the first time in the second half. 14 points well-deserved. They were better than us, but those 4 big plays make the score what it was.
When you think about games like this, there's always something you could take away that helps grow the team. You said from week 2 to week 3, you saw growth. Week 3 to week 4, what are you seeing in practice that you really like?
Well, again, it's rivalry week.
Yeah.
It's an intense week of practice. Guys are given, especially in this heat, are given a tremendous effort. And, hopefully all that stuff pays off and it's going to be a competitive ball game Friday night. Rivalry
week, Poland, Canfield, the Battle of 224. The Pavlansky Bowl, everybody talks about it. You kind of shook your head when we started this.
Yeah.
You say it's not about you and your brothers.
No.
It's not about your family. It's about this rivalry, this community.
The rivalry between the 2 schools and the communities is much bigger than any one family that's ever coached or played or lived in either community. And, we're fortunate that people of Poland have been so nice to our family, especially my mom now, and, naming the field after our dad. And, that was just a great gesture. But when we go over there, the name on the field, we tell our guys, I've never scored a touchdown. He's never made a tackle. Same for the coaches. When our coach, and I can honestly say this in the last 2 years, when we've coached against Poland, okay, I'm not coaching against Tom. I'm coaching against his team and the schemes they're putting together, and it's a chess match during the game, trying to get our kids in the best situation possible. And he'll tell you the same thing. He's not looking across the field to see what I'm doing. All right. He's looking at the defense. He's looking at the offense, the special teams, to make some adjustments to put his team in the best situation.
So when you were looking at Poland, I mean, they're perfect on the season. They're probably their best team since your brother took over. When you look at that team, what do you see? What stands out to you?
Senior dominated, a physical team. This is the biggest, most physical team he's had in 3 years, and a team that believes in each other. You can tell just by the tape, they really enjoy playing with each other. They're a fast, physical team. They're well coached in all 3 facets. And, we need to be at top of our game if we want a chance to win.
When you think about the rivalry, what are some of your favorite memories that you take back?
The memories, obviously, when my dad was coaching at Poland, just being on the field and watching the games and, the 1977 snowball. I mean, we used to go to breakfast on a Saturday morning because we played Saturday afternoon. You went in, it was sunny. It was in the 40s. You came out, there must have been 4 feet of snow. It was unbelievable. So before the game, okay, my brothers and I, our job was with the officials, go every 5 yards and roll snowballs to the other sideline. So you knew where the 5 yard lines were at. Okay. That was a tremendous, memory that I've got. And then obviously playing in it. When you play in that game, it is without a doubt the toughest game you play in all year long. And that could go for a league title game. It can go for, an Olmsted Falls game. This is going to be the toughest game our kids have faced to date.
Do you tell your incoming freshmen, about what this game means? Do you prepare your guys? Do you have to amp them up for this game, or
no?
Is it just kind of
if we got to amp you up for this game, you shouldn't be wearing the C on your chest.
Gotcha.
Okay. But we certainly talk to our 7th and 8th graders. We let those coaches know. Make sure our guys understand. They're playing right now. This starts rivalry week. Let's make sure we're giving our best effort. And our freshmen go tomorrow night, and they'll certainly be heard that message all week long. And we'll be able to talk to them for a few moments before they take the field tomorrow night at 5:30. And obviously our guys, we don't hear it just in the rivalry week. Yeah. We work this game like Tom does every day of the year.
I always think it's interesting. Now, obviously, we know that there's 2 teams playing, but the competitiveness of you, just your family as a whole. I always ask the guys this: what was it like growing up in the Pavlansky household with the competitiveness of you and your brothers?
It was competitive.
Yeah.
People, brothers, some brothers, they settle arguments with fistfights, right? We didn't. We went to the basketball court.
Really?
Oh yeah. Whoever made the most shots, whoever won 21, most free throws, you were the winner of the argument.
Really? Okay. So who usually won 21?
Pat.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tom wasn't given any opportunity. He was too young.
So what was your game that you felt comfortable winning?
I comfortable winning none of them.
Really?
Yeah. No, I just enjoyed it. I enjoyed athletics.
I love it. What's something that maybe you've learned from Tom along the way?
From Tom, preparation.
Really?
And staying even keeled. He's as even keeled as anybody around. He gets more out of his team and athletes from the Lakeview days to now at Poland than anybody I know. And he's had some special wins at Lakeview and at Poland so far. And some near misses. Last year they took Jefferson, who went to the state semifinal, got beat 14-13 in the first round of the playoffs with all their injuries last year. I mean, they lost a bunch of guys to injuries. He was playing most of the year without his top 2 quarterbacks and just didn't say anything, just kept going, preparing and kept fighting. And, that's what I admire so much about Tom. And as a coach, as a person, he's better.
Who taught you guys your tenacity? Because you guys are like, no pun intended, you're like bulldogs, right. as tenacious as the both of you are.
Well, I appreciate that. I mean, obviously our mom and dad, dad was a coach and an athlete, competitive. My mom was back in whenever the days it was, she enjoyed athletics and, ran a little bit and track and things like that. But, they said anything we did, just do it to the best of your ability. We never got yelled at or admonished, for playing to the best of our ability. If we didn't, forget about the score. Score didn't matter to them. It's, did you represent your family? Did you represent your school and your team the best way possible? If you didn't, you would hear about your lack of effort.
Traditions for this. I mean, we talk about this rivalry. You said 80 years in the making for what we're going to see on Friday night. What are some of your favorite traditions about this week?
Well, here in Canfield, since I've become the head coach 23 years ago, Bill Kay, longtime educator in Canfield since about 1964, I think, principal. He was a coach, educator, principal, and then retired, became mayor of Canfield. He comes in every Thursday night before the game, before practice, and talks to our guys about the history of this particular game. And he'll be here again, this Thursday. And, really looking forward to hearing from him and his message to the guys about how special this rivalry is. And, some of the great wins Canfield has had, when you say throughout the records, again, DJ, mean this wholeheartedly, records don't matter.
Yeah.
Poland's beaten Canfield when Canfield's been really, really good and Poland hasn't. And Canfield's beaten Poland when Poland's been really, really good and Canfield was struggling a little bit. And somehow in the game, they find a way to win the game.
Those rivalry games, you talk about throughout the records, but I mean, we talk, you don't have to get hyped up. If you have to get hyped up, you don't need the C on your chest.
Right.
How do you maintain just the calmness, keep them focused and disciplined that week? Because it has to be a challenge in today's day and age.
It is, social media, things like that. And hopefully our guys are, watching the P's and Q's on social media, and they're not going to put any bulletin board material out there that's going to give them a little bit more reason to play a little bit harder against us. The game itself, the team that can settle into the game faster, okay, has a great chance of winning. Because if you can't settle into the game and you're always emotional, mistakes are going to happen. So there's going to be high emotion in that first kickoff, the first drive. The team that can settle in faster has a great chance Friday night.
Any Herb Brooks speeches prepared for Friday?
Nah, you don't need any speeches for this one.
Love it.
7 o'clock will come quick enough.
All right, I got 2 questions for you off the topic here. First one, this actually was sent to me by another coach. I'll tell you after. What TV show would you want to be in if you were able to be in any TV show, make a cameo appearance?
Oh, my gosh. I don't watch much TV.
Okay.
I don't watch much TV. If a TV show, ESPN Game Day.
Oh, okay. Would you want to be the picker, the guest picker?
Absolutely be a guest picker.
See, I heard you're a big college football guy.
Absolutely.
Ohio State?
Well, yeah, I'm an Ohio State fan,
Okay.
but any college game that's on.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch if there's a college game on, Ohio State's not playing. I'm going to watch that college game.
So last Saturday was probably a ball.
Oh, it was great. It was one of the best days of the year so far. College football is back. You're going to get college football Thursday, Saturday now, and it's going to be fun.
What is it about college football that attracts you?
I just like the pageantry of it.
Yeah.
You can't no longer say it's amateurs playing.
Right.
I love that back in the day.
Yeah.
But the student body, the traditions of the band, game day traditions, whether it be Youngstown State, the walk to the stadium through the parking tailgate, Ohio State, the skull session, things like that. I just really, really enjoy.
You've obviously gone to many, many, many college football games. Do you have one particular, game or tradition that you really love to go to?
Well, that one at Ohio State, the skull session.
Sessions?
Yeah. To go in there and sit and hear the marching band march into St. John's and have them play some songs. And then the team come in and, Ryan Day will talk. And then one of the players will talk and an assistant coach will talk. And then they walk out and go get ready for the game. And usually, whoever I'm with, my daughters and I, we excuse ourselves at that time too and go into the stadium so we can watch pregame.
You excited for YSU?
Ohio Absolutely. State? Absolutely. Just what a great opportunity for YSU. To go down there and play as hard as possible and shock the world. Obviously Ohio State, they're looking to get a little bit better than last week. They got to clean some things up, but to have those two schools play against each other, I think it's great for the state.
Were you looking for any particular numbers last week when Ohio State was playing Indiana?
Yeah. Saw him on TV.
That's
he looks
awesome.
Great. He looks great.
That's phenomenal. Last question for you. All right. This one I think is easy. You can't duck away from this one.
Okay.
What is your favorite song of all time?
Favorite song of all time?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. I don't listen to music.
What? No, there's no way. I don't believe that for a second. You don't listen to music?
Well, you're in a car, you listen to some music, things like that. I don't know.
There's nothing that just gets you your head bobbing?
No, too old for that. You got a polka?
No, we do not have polka, Coach.
Polka days are great.
You got it. Coach, thank you so much.
DJ.
Good luck
Appreciate
to you.
it.
We'll be back right after this on the Canfield Cardinals show live from Coca's Pizza in Canfield. You're good.
All right.
Thank you. So.
Hi, this is Zell Bush.
Hi, this is Tom Flynn.
Hi, this is Steve Rossetto.
Hi, this is Ryan Miller.
Hi, this is Rich Sakui from WRS Wealth Advisors.
With our combined 80 years of experience,
WRS Wealth Advisors are the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Call 330-965-0370 to learn more about our individual and corporate financial planning services.
Or visit WRSwealth.com.
Go Raiders.
Go Dogs.
Go Cats. Go Dogs. Go Tigers.
You're not waiting to see what the world has in store for you. It's more about what you have in store for the world. All you need is the opportunity. All you need are the resources of a large university and the advantages of a personalized academic setting where you can experience new worlds in the arts and sciences, business, and education and make them your own. We are where you shape your future. We are Youngstown State University and proud.
We believe expectations are made to be exceeded. At the new Toyota of Warren, it's about more than just getting a great deal. It's about service you can count on and a friendship you can trust. Year after year, we've done what we do best. We've gone the extra mile so you could too. Because we know it's just not about buying a new car. It's the start of a new adventure. Toyota of Warren, driven by you.
Nestled here in the beauty and splendor of Mill Creek Metro Parks are two of America's best golf courses, as selected by Golf Week magazine. Ranked number 9 in Ohio by TripAdvisor. Come play like a pro on these award-winning Donald Ross-designed courses. Enjoy a round with your kids and unwind with your favorite food and drinks in the grill room. For championship golf, look no further than your backyard. Mill Creek Golf Course.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Coca's Pizza here in Canfield. I mean, listen, those pepperoni rolls are awesome. And I'm here with senior wideout, Mr. Jace Jaffer. And I'll tell you what, when you're thinking about guys who make impact the way the Coca's makes a pepperoni roll, you're talking about number 5 for the Canfield Cardinals right here. Jace, let's start out with this, man. How's senior year going for you so far?
It's good. School, it's like a lot of fun this year.
Yeah.
Everything. And then football, like it's nice being like the older guys and like just being able to be like a guy that like the younger kids might be able to look up to and learn from.
Do you ever settle into that senior year? I mean, it feels like by the time you settle in and nestle in and you try to put it all together, it's time to go and you're on to your next station.
Yeah.
Have you been able to settle in at all?
I mean, definitely not yet.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I will, but it seems like it's going to fly by for sure.
Oh, yeah. I mean, blink and it's gone.
Yeah.
Kind of like you on the sidelines. Blink and you are gone, my friend. Talk about this wide receiver room that you're in. Leadership by being a senior, leadership by what you do on and off the field. What does that mean to you when someone looks up to you in that wide receiver room for answers on or off the field?
I mean, anytime like a younger guy asks me like for advice for maybe running a route or anything like that feels really good to know that they could like ask me for that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of like really good guys, I think, in our wide receiver room right now, like a lot of speed and some young guys that like they watch a lot of film. They love being out there. They know what they're doing. Like, so it's just nice having like a wide receiver room that we could trust. I think.
So who were some of those guys that taught you the Cardinal way?
Well, my brother, he was when I was a sophomore, he was a senior.
Okay.
And he helped me a lot, like learning, like after he graduated, like the whole summer, like his focus was like trying to teach me the plays and trying to like get me ready for all that. And then
pass that legacy on.
Yeah. And then Gavin Raymond too. Me and him, we went to like the summer of my junior year and his senior year. We would go out to the fields like 3 times a week at night and just like work on catching the ball and like running routes and just they would like I'm like an overthinker, I feel like.
Yeah.
And they would help me a lot with like making sure I knew the plays and what I was going to run on every route.
Is there truth to when you're running that many routes and doing it that many times? You said 3 times a day, 4 times a day, getting that muscle memory so that way you're not really thinking about it on game day? Yeah,
for sure. Like at this point, like I could just hear a play and I know exactly what I'm going to do.
Really?
Like,
that fast?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think our playbook is that difficult. I feel like to know like that, but for sure, like it's.
If you weren't playing wide receiver, what position would you want to be playing?
Probably corner. I mean, I just feel like I'm not like the biggest guy. I feel like that's probably the only other position that I'd find like success in, maybe.
That works.
Yeah.
You're going to get a certificate, a diploma here in about 8 months or so.
Yeah.
It's going to go fast, like we said. What are you looking to accomplish? You know, the next step. Where are you looking to go? Are you looking to play anything, do anything at the next level? And what are you going to study?
I want to go to Miami of Ohio and get a law degree, and then also like take a lot of business classes and stuff, because that's what my brother is doing in college right now. And like, hopefully me and him could go into like a brother business, like the Jaffer Bros or something.
Jaffer Bros, the law firm. That's what we're looking at. I like it. Wow, you want to be a lawyer, or you want to go in business?
Well, I want to have a law degree because I feel like you could go a lot of different ways, like having a law degree.
Sports agent?
Yeah.
Like, I always wanted to be a sports agent.
Yeah. And then, like, eventually the goal is to be able to, like, go into real estate and, like,
Got it. So you can handle your own stuff.
Yeah,
Got it. So, I mean, to get into real estate, that's a competitive environment.
Yeah, definitely.
What lessons in football are you taking with you into potentially into the real estate world?
Honestly, maybe like just being competitive, I guess, and like
That works.
making sure that you want to be better than the guy next to you or like
Sure.
the guy that you're competing with. And like if you, for example, want to buy like a building so you can rent it out,
Yeah.
like yeah, just being competitive.
You got to
I
be
guess.
able to make money, right?
Yeah.
It's got to be profitable. Can't be losing money. Just you and your brother?
Yeah.
Kids wise? Okay. Talk about your family. I mean, what do they mean to you when it comes down to what you've been provided through the last 17 years?
Yeah. My family, they're extremely supportive, and like I'm so thankful for my parents. Like I feel like I have like the best parents in the world. And my brother is extremely supportive too. He texts me before every game at Miami, and like he tries to watch every game he can. So like football wise, they've been extremely supportive, and just everything else, like I'm very grateful for them.
What are some of the life lessons that mom and dad have taught you along the way?
My mom's like favorite quote or whatever is like everything in moderation.
Okay.
So like she says that like a lot, and I feel like it applies in a lot of situations. So like I can't think of an example. Like
Sure.
I don't know. Even just hanging out with your friends too much, like sometimes you start to get like burned out maybe, and it's like everything in moderation because you don't want to like overdo it, or you know.
What about Pops?
He's I want to think of something that's like, you know, he'll like, I mean, I don't know. He's like he's really smart, and I feel like he tries to like give back to like the community like as much as he can. Like he helps out in a lot of stuff and like volunteers, and he's always just trying to like be helpful to people. So like,
So you're learning that
Yeah.
the being able to be part of the community, digging back in and giving
Yeah.
back. I like that. All right. So we asked Coach, and he didn't have an answer for either one of these, which I was baffled. But what TV show would you want to be in?
maybe, you know, All American on Netflix.
No. See, I dropped Netflix after they got rid of The Office. So I'm like
Yeah.
the worst example. Everybody's
Alright.
watching these great shows, and I can't.
Well, it's a show with like these high school football players.
Okay.
And then like every single person that's on the show, like they're somehow like a superstar, and
Okay.
they run like really easy routes and they get wide open and score. So it's
Really?
like if I wasn't like, you know, to be in that show would be nice.
And what about your favorite song of all time?
I heard you ask Coach Pav, and I was trying to think the whole time. I can't think of like a. It's so hard to say. Just one song.
What song pumps you guys up? Like in the locker room, what song you're like, all right, game on?
This is probably like not a lot of people agree, but 223s by Babytron.
Okay.
Yeah, and Midwest. That's kind of new, like, but that song just gets me like locked in. I feel like.
Say you're old without saying you're old. That's what I feel like right now with this interview. Jace, I can't thank you enough, man. Appreciate you so much. Good luck to you the rest of the year. Good luck against Poland. We'll be watching. Anything we can do, we will. Absolutely.
Thank
All
you.
right. Back after this on YSN.
But now you can see every school, to the smallest school, to the intermediate schools, to the schools in the outlying areas. It gives you coverage that you could just never get to before. It's something that's great to experience, and it's opened up a whole new wave of sports viewership. The possibilities are endless here at YSN. Push the envelope every day. Try something new. If it works, great. If it doesn't, well, let's try another angle, and we just keep moving forward. My name is Mike Ackelson, and my sports network is your sports network.
What can you do on over 5,000 acres? At Mill Creek Metro Parks, you can discover unique habitats and wildlife, create memorable family moments, experience history, heritage, and park programs. Explore scenic landscapes. Take time to relax and be well. Connect with nature and each other. Come see what's new at Mill Creek Metro Parks. Plan your trip now at millcreekmetroparks.org.
Going the extra mile at Greenwood Chevrolet means taking care of our local customers.
And it's just a great feeling to put them in a vehicle and get them all excited about a new vehicle.
At the end of the day, our goal is to be someone our customers can count on.
And every day I'll go the extra mile for the community so they can trust us.
To do anything that would convenience the customer or make them feel more at home.
Realizing, number one, that we're here for them and that we're not going to go away.
That's what going the extra mile means, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Coca's Pizza. DJ Oakley with you live here from Coca's Pizza in Canfield. I'm joined at this time with the offensive tackle extraordinaire, Alex Huco. Young man, thank you so much for joining us.
Yep.
So talk to me. Offensive tackle, usually, are you blindside or are you the right tackle?
Left side.
Left side. So you're blindside. Yep. Okay, so when you're talking offensive tackles, usually you're talking giant human beings who are very quiet. Does that pretty much describe you?
Yeah, it's pretty much hitting the nail on the head right there.
Let's talk about this season. Being a senior, being the guy that protects, a quarterback is tough enough. You got a lot of weight on your shoulders, man. How do you deal with that mentally?
I don't really try to think about it too much. For me, mostly it's just if you're doing your job, good things are going to happen. And if that happens, then you just got to keep doing it and going.
Were you always a blindside tackle, or
always?
Always. So They always saw you and said, "Hey, that's the mountain that's going to protect our number one guy."
Yep.
So you said you don't really think about it. That's awesome.
No.
What do you think about when you're out there on the line?
I don't try to think about too much because I found out that if I do start thinking, it just doesn't really end up well.
Get you in trouble.
Yep. So most of the time, I'm just not thinking of anything, just going with what my body says to do.
So when you're talking about what position you play, they usually put the best edge rusher on your side of the football, to take everybody's best punch week in, week out. Do you take that as a challenge? Do you sometimes kind of like watch film and go, "Oh man, here we go again"? Or is it something that you love and you accept that and you go, "I can't wait to put our best guy, which is you, big fella, against their best guy across the way"?
Well, I think you always got to take it as a challenge, because if you don't, then I just don't think you're going to be looking highly of yourself. And if you're not, then you're just not going to be able to do the right thing over and over again. So if you're not taking it as a challenge, I don't think you're playing the position right.
That's pretty strong words, my friend. That's good stuff. Let's talk about big man football, okay? Believe it or not, all 5'4.5" of yours truly was an offensive lineman one day, okay? You probably would have pushed me around like it wouldn't have even been funny. However, I have this belief that every big man dreams of scoring a touchdown.
Yeah, I think that's definitely a thing. I luckily once in middle school.
You got one?
I did.
Take me through because you have to remember this. Take me through it.
I did. It was on the goal line. I was actually on defense this time. Somehow I never played defense, but I was on defense. And the guy, we stopped him in the end zone, and someone just stripped the ball right out. And I saw it. I just dove straight on it. It was the first and only time I've pretty much ever touched the ball since.
What did you do? Like, what were the feelings? What was the reaction like? What was the crowd like?
I think everyone was going crazy, but I kind of just got up and just with the silent ready for the next play. I guess I was in a little bit of shock because I wasn't really ready for that to happen.
Was it just a fumble or like what was it?
I think someone might have stripped them.
Wow.
And I just happened to be there at the right time, and I just picked it up and scored.
Okay, moments in your life, where does that stack up on the chart?
On football-wise? Oh, it's up there.
Yeah?
All the way.
It's number one?
Yeah, absolutely.
Even more than last year getting a state title.
Yeah.
That's a tough one.
I think you got to put it as a lineman, especially when you're mostly playing offense. You get the ball. You're thinking, "Oh, I'm running this all the way in." You got to. And
you got to think that's what 5% of all linemen score a touchdown in their career.
Absolutely.
If that. You, my friend, I mean, you probably got a better chance getting struck. Not that I want you to get struck by lightning, but you got a better chance. But you got the tutty, man. If another touchdown happens this year, Is there a celebration?
I don't know. Probably not.
No, I know it's tough as an offensive tackle, but let's say you get lined up on defense again and it's in the end zone.
Again, I'd probably.
Little screen pass. So let's get Coach Pav. Little screen pass to the big fella.
I don't know. I'd probably still be in shock again.
What would your move be? Would you go through people or would you try to stiff arm? What would you try to do?
Definitely. So when I have had the ball in practice,
they give you the ball in practice.
Sometimes they used to, not anymore.
Not anymore. Jason's laughing.
Yeah, but when they did, most of the time it was people trying to grab my legs, and I'd just be running through them. So I think most of the time it's probably just running through people, but definitely a stiff arm if there's a chance.
Bull in the china shop running.
Absolutely.
I love it. All right, let's talk about this team. What does this team mean to you? Brotherhood, big for you guys. What does this team mean to you?
I think it means everything because I've known everyone pretty much on this line now for about the past 10 years.
Okay.
I think. And I've been growing up with them every single year playing football. So you get to know them every single year, every day, every year, just learning how they do, what they do wrong. And you kind of build a big trust on what exactly they're going to do. And luckily this year, I have my brother right next to me.
What year is he?
He's a sophomore.
Okay, so we got you and your brother right. That's got to be awesome for folks, huh?
Yep. So
easy photo opportunities.
Yeah, absolutely. They were ecstatic when it happened. So I don't really have to think because I know exactly what he's going to do. So it just makes, I think, my life a lot easier.
Do you have to bail him out? Does he have to bail you out? Which brother is bailing who out?
I think there's definitely been times where we bailed each other out.
Love it. Great answer.
I think we're probably about even, honestly.
So there's no like weird car rides home? Where
absolutely is where car rides home.
What's the car ride home like?
It's mostly the silence.
Yeah?
Just straight silence. Like, I'll look at him. He'll look at me. We just stare at each other maybe for like a second. And then we just won't talk.
Who wins the one-on-one battles? Because I'm sure Coach Pavlansky talked about they never fought. They played basketball. They took it out on the court. You and your brother, do you fight?
Not really. No, I don't fight with him.
Who's the alpha? You or your brother?
Me, but he's gonna be huge.
Is he?
He's gonna be absolutely a monster.
I
don't think maybe in like a year or two, he probably will beat me.
That's awesome. Well, let's talk about some of your favorite things. Favorite subject in school?
History.
Why history?
I've always had this, I guess, love for learning things that happened in the past. Can't really give you an explanation. Like anything that has like battles for some reason, I've always been really interested in. And for that, history was just always the easiest option because that's what you'd learn every single year.
Favorite teacher or teachers?
I couldn't really put one down. I kind of like.
Okay, let's change that question a little bit. Most influential teacher that you've come across?
Influential teacher.
Like if you had to give a speech at commencement of one person, one teacher that changed your life, who would it be?
I'd probably have to say Mr. Hurdley, who's also our defensive coordinator, because he's definitely helped me out through math a lot, and he's said a lot of things that my dad would say that helped me like get through school and get through stuff, and he's helped me out a lot. So yeah, I'd absolutely probably put it on him.
College or pro football?
Trade school.
Well, yeah, I mean, do you like college or pro football?
I'd have to say college. I think college is definitely absolutely a better atmosphere. There's more excitement about it, and everyone's watching college.
What's your favorite team?
Ohio State.
Ohio State.
Yep.
You said you're gonna go trade school. What are you gonna study?
Aircraft mechanic.
Really?
Yep.
Wow. So you're gonna be working on the big boys.
Yep.
That's awesome. That's a good paying job too, my friend.
Oh, I know.
Oh, yeah.
My uncle has been pushing it on me, but I think went there once, absolutely loved it.
We got to talk about your brother. Any other siblings?
You got one older one.
Okay.
He's I think 3 years deep in college now.
Okay. Where's he go?
YSU.
YSU. Okay. What about your folks?
It's my dad.
To your dad. Okay. What kind of influence has your dad been on your life?
Oh, he's been everything. He always likes to say that it's like you gotta keep working no matter what. And if anything happens to you, even if you get like a broken arm or broken something, you have to finish what you start no matter what. Now, I think that's helped me and definitely my brothers through a lot of things that has happened to us.
I can tell, man. I can tell how much he means to you. I can tell how much you take those words of wisdom and apply them every day. Alex, thank you so much. Appreciate you, man. Good luck to you. Best of luck this week and beyond. And, of course, if there's anything we can do, we're here for you. That is going to do it for our show here tonight from Coca's Pizza. On behalf of Alex and Jace and Coach Pavlansky, it is Rivalry Week. It is the Battle 224. You can watch it right here on your sports network Friday night at 7 p.m. Thanks to Steve Coca and everybody here at Coca's, making life great and easy. And make sure that you are supporting everybody that supports us, because it makes these things absolutely free and possible for you. On behalf of everybody here, that's going to wrap things up. We'll see you next week, next Wednesday, right here from Coca's Pizza once again. Good night, everybody.
YSN thanks you for watching this presentation of Your Sports Network.